I don't want to get to this next section here. This next section, it's going to be a bit of a bummer for me. I know Dane wanted this to be first, like right out of the gate. He wanted us to talk about this. But Gavin, you want to lead the way on this, or Tyler? I haven't been
Yeah,
totaling up these numbers.
let's get into this playoff extravaganza update. One thing before you get into it, Tyler, I will say, and Dane, feel free to touch on it, but super cool to see Sacred Heart Griffin make it to state after this whole like do it for Dane thing. I think that's so funny. But yeah, Tyler, get into it.
No, that's a great shout from the top. I mean, Dane has literally turned into a cult hero. Feels like within that community. I mean, they retweet like their final score and it's like hashtag do it for Dane. It's awesome. So shout out to the Cyclones over there. But doing this, like we essentially have 2 weeks left of doing this. I'm kind of bummed. It's been a lot of fun, I think, for all of us except maybe Gavin. But looking at the standings, going into 3A, 4A semi finals and sectionals, and then 1A, 2A state this weekend. Dane is in first with 68 points. I am in second with 61. Drew is in third with 50 points, and then Peter is in fourth with 38. And Gavin is sitting in last still at 34 points.
The one thing I noticed about those numbers, Tyler, was that Dane is doubled Gavin.
Yeah,
68 and 34. So that was the one thing that stood out.
Hey,
and the fact that I'm
glad
still within striking distance, I'm fired up.
I'm glad you pointed that out, not me. Feel like sometimes I'm kind of bullying Gavin on here, so it's good that you know someone else is sharing the love.
It's all good. Just wait until the Griffins just win state on Saturday, and I
mean,
get 20
Gavin,
points,
at this
right?
point, you're gonna need like 2 teams to win state to even get back
That's
into
fine.
the thick of things.
I got some squads.
You never know what'll happen here.
Right.
And the beauty of it is like it's not bullying. It's facts. Like that, those are numbers. Like the numbers speak. They're the truth. So we'll see. There's still a lot of baseball left, and what I love about it is like the points now get bigger. So there could be some fluctuation here to finish off the season. You would know more than me, like what's actually attainable, but I mean maybe Gavin can catch Peter.
Well,
By Saturday.
that might be a stretch. I mean, 4 points.
Isn't Pete out for 1A,
4
2A?
points for Gavin is like 50 for everyone else right now.
Yeah.
Wins are hard to come by for Gavin.
How many points do I get for a state semifinal win? 10?
10.
Yeah, so that's 30 points when Father McGivney wins state. So
And you'd still be, that would only get you up to second right now. But anyway, we'll get into it. For the 1A, we only have 2 teams left standing. Gavin is one of those, which he's hanging all of his entire hopes and dreams on Father McGivney right now. Drew has Marquette left, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but we do have 2 teams still standing in 1A.
And pretty good teams to be hanging your hat on. Like if you are
Totally.
Gavin sitting there and you've got Father McGivney in your back pocket, like they've been ultra impressive all year. I love what they've got going. So anything can happen down there at 1A. And I mean, we were talking about like the 1A, 2A is going to be a lot of fun. And I know we may get into that here next in our next segment. But yeah, keep going, Tyler.
Dane absolutely killed it with 2A. Not only does he have Sacred Heart, Griffin, and Newman Central Catholic both going to state, all 3 of his teams were playing in 2A Super Sectionals. Dane, off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember your third 2A team. It was Chicago Hope. So
Newman Central Catholic took out Chicago Hope, so team took out the other team. So
that's right. But what an impressive run. Yeah.
My bad.
But honestly, a really impressive run for Dane. It's honestly no wonder why he's in first. I have Teutopolis left in the 2A part of things. They are going to state. They were the first overall pick for 2A, so I know Gavin gave me some crap on air for taking the Wooden Shoes first overall, and look who's laughing now, Gav.
Man,
everyone's
Tyler holds on to all the receipts, Gavin. So you got to be careful.
He has all this written down on like a piece of paper next to him.
Exactly.
It's what I look at before I go to bed at night. It's my motivation. not to pick on Gav again, but everyone's 3A picks survived regionals last week, except Gavin's. East Peoria was taken down by Limestone, but everyone else's 3A picks are going to enter today still alive. And then all of Dane's 4A picks. He's the only guy who all of his 4A picks survived last week. He's got Libertyville, New Trier, and Naz all playing today, so we'll see what happens there. And then not a great week for Drew with the 4A. He had some really high-powered teams, which we'll kind of talk about in our next segment. There were a ton of upsets last week, but all Drew's got left in 4A is now Brother Rice, which, similar to Gavin, it's a great team to have still remaining for that part of things.
I mean, I was feeling outstanding with Manuka, and they got upset. And Brother Rice, they are scared. Fenwick played them really tough. So it's the beauty of the playoffs. Like, anything can happen. I know we joke around about it. It's a ton of fun. It does keep it light and keeps us kind of engaged in every single kind of, sectional out there, regardless of class, which I love. But I was blown away. Like, we were looking through some of the teams that had big wins or upsets, and there were a lot of upsets in 4A, especially compared to some of the other classes. And I know we'll get to that after this next session, but again, we got 1A, 2A state finals here. Do you want to give a little preview?